What happens when a force of limitless rage and a king of impossible strength run into a threat that could take down a god? In the deepest, darkest parts of a world we never knew existed, something has stirred from its sleep. A mythical serpent, a snake of impossible size, with a tide of death for venom. This isn't just a fight, it's a war for survival. And this time, even the titans might not make it out alive. Deep inside the hollow earth, where evolution took a seriously twisted turn, a creature from your worst nightmares has just woken up. We're calling it the King Cobra, but let's be clear, this is no ordinary snake. The real King Cobra is the world's longest venomous snake, reaching up to an incredible 18 or 19 feet. This thing, however, was a true kaiju. A monstrous titan whose hiss sounded like a landslide, whose scales seemed to crackle with toxic energy. To announce its arrival, it went straight for the top dogs of its territory, a pack of vicious skullcrawlers. These are the same nasty creatures that wiped out most of Kong's species. Damn. But against the cobra, they didn't stand a chance. The serpent struck with blinding speed, its fangs pumping out a fictional, fast-acting neurotoxin of terrifying power. The skullcrawlers were paralyzed in an instant, their reign of terror cut short by a new, more horrifying monarch. This King Cobra is a fictional beast, far bigger and badder than its real-world namesake. Its venom isn't just poison. It's a biological weapon that could challenge the life force of a titan. A real King Cobra's venom is powerful enough to kill an elephant, but this kaiju's toxin was on another level entirely. With its new territory secured, the serpent god sensed bigger challenges on the surface, drawn by the gamma energy of beings that could actually match its power. The hunt was on. Drawn by the massive disturbance, the Incredible Hulk crashed onto the scene. A green engine of pure destruction, ready to smash this new threat. The Hulk is a being of potentially limitless strength that grows with his rage, and he fully expected to flatten this snake with one punch. But the Cobra was unnaturally quick, dodging his thunderous blows with a liquid grace. It coiled and struck, sinking its fangs deep into the Hulk's arm. For the first time, Hulk felt a strange coldness spread through him. The venom, a supernatural brew, didn't stop him, but it slowed him. It was a paralytic agent fighting a war against his gamma-powered healing factor. Frustration quickly boiled into rage, but every smash was met with a swift dodge and another venomous bite. The Hulk, with all his power, was fighting a living wave of poison and speed. Meanwhile, on Skull Island, the true king felt the intrusion. King Kong, the guardian of his island, and a titan of immense strength, intelligence, and agility, saw the Cobra as a direct threat to his throne. He charged into the fight, brilliantly using his environment as a weapon, and started hurling massive trees and boulders. Kong's got plenty of experience fighting giant monsters, but he'd never faced anything like this. The Cobra dodged his attacks and lunged, its fangs grazing Kong's side. The great ape roared, not just in pain but in pure shock, as the venom's paralyzing touch took hold, making his limbs feel heavy and weak. He fought on with raw courage, but the serpent's unnatural venom and blinding speed were overwhelming. Alone, both the king and the unstoppable force were losing. Beaten and temporarily paralyzed, Hulk and Kang stared each other down across the battlefield. No words were exchanged, no truce was called. There was only a shared, fiery understanding. This serpent was a god-killer, and they were next on the menu. As the King Cobra coiled for one last decisive strike, Kong slammed his fists into the ground, creating a seismic shockwave that threw the beast off balance for just a second. It was all the opening Hulk needed. He charged, not with wild rage, but with cold focus, anchoring the serpent's tail, anchoring the colossal creature. The Cobra whipped around, fangs dripping, but Kang was already there. He grabbed its head, using all his strength to wrench its jaws away from the Hulk. The two titans, once rivals, were now a coordinated engine of destruction. Hulk used his endless strength to hold the beast steady, his healing factor now working overtime to fight off the venom faster than it could take hold. Meanwhile, Kang, using his sharp intellect and agility, zeroed in on the vulnerable spot under the serpent's jaw, pounding it again and again with his powerful fists. The final blow was a symphony of destruction. The Cobra pinned, Hulk unleashed a massive, gamma-fueled thunderclap that shattered the ground under them. At the exact same moment, Kong let out a world-shaking roar and forced the serpent's own fangs into its body, The very venom that had crippled Titans now flooded its master's veins. The great beast thrashed, its immense body collapsing until finally it was still. Hulk and Kong stood over their fallen enemy, breathing heavily. They weren't friends, but a grudging respect had been earned, an alliance forged in the heat of an impossible fight. They proved that while one Titan might fall, two working together are truly unstoppable. But in a world of monsters, peace never lasts long. New threats are always crawling out of the woodwork. Who do you think this powerhouse duo should take on next? Drop your ideas in the comments below. If you want to see more epic monster mashups, make sure you like, share, and subscribe.